Helena, welcome to Startup Revolution, the podcast that we're filming here from PODIM. Let's do a bit about you, a little bit of introduction. Can you tell us who you are and what's your startup?
Thank you, Anna, and for having me here. We are called Shealed, and we are developing a self-test for vaginal infections, for bacterial and fungal infections to kind of battle the misdiagnoses that pop up when either you go to the doctor or if you try to self-test yourself, because it's a huge problem. And we believe that it has been overlooked for long enough, and it's also a huge market that's just waiting for the opportunity. So here we are, trying to better our world and to help someone along the way.
Amazing, Helena. I loved your idea. We actually met at the networking part of yesterday's events. And I was so happy to see a female founder that was here at PODIM. Those are rare here, but I'm so happy to... I actually saw you on the table with just a bunch of women talking, which was really inspiring. Could you tell us more about the idea, how they come up? Are you still testing it? I know that you're in the early stage right now, so maybe you can shed some light on that as well.
So funny you say that, the female founders, we are 3 female founders.
Amazing.
And we are all scientists. My 2 colleagues are microbiologists, and I'm kind of a molecular biologist. And we almost randomly met at an incubator.
Oh, really?
Directed at biologists and people from not business area, explaining what is business, what is entrepreneurships, what are startups, kind of learning what it even is, because I'm from Slovakia and the business environment there is not quite as advanced as it's in many other countries. So we met there, and at the end of the incubator we had to form teams and we had to work on a project. And
Amazing.
The subject of the whole cohort was microbiome. So we started thinking, what microbiomes are there? Because you have the intestinal microbiome, and everyone's doing it now. I mean, it's super cool, but we also have so many other microbiomes that are kind of underestimated. And we came to the vaginal microbiome. And we thought, it would be so cool to know what's exactly going on down there. Like proper scientists explore everything, learn everything, how what interacts, etc., etc. But as we delved deeper and deeper, we found out that it's such a complex subject that no one knows almost anything about it. It's on the rise, but it's still like very, very unknown. And we came upon the realization that everyone is focusing like very, very deep, and you have problems that are kind of on the surface that no one's solving, which in our case was also personal experience in vaginal infections, and how unfortunately bad the diagnosis is, because it's a disease that's been very underestimated, because you might think, oh, it's just itching, it's burning, it's nothing, it will pass.
And I feel like every girl or woman at some point in her life has been through any kind of problem or experience when it comes to vaginal infections.
Common. It's like 1 in every 2 women experiences every year. So we calculated it, and we took the sample of women 15 to 55, so it's like the productive age. It's more common then, and it's like 900 million women worldwide.
Oh, wow.
Just for a perspective, it's twice the population of the entire European Union. Like,
wow.
2 whole EUs together, which is crazy. And it's such a big problem, and no one cares.
Absolutely. And for the people watching, could you explain how Shealed works?
The tests, you mean?
Yes.
Itself. So we are still very early. We are in TRL3, so we are testing our proof of concept. We're still validating it in the lab. But the idea of the Shealed is it will be a hardware. We don't want to include any software because it needs to be accessible for anyone, even in countries where, for example, it's not so easy to download an app, etc., etc. So you can just go to the pharmacy or to the drugstore and buy it. And you will basically collect a sample very easily. You will put it in a little bit of buffer, mix it up, and you will put a drop or 2 or 3, depends, onto the test plate. And it will take a little bit more of the time, but within an hour, you will see 2 different color changes. In one spot will be the detection of bacterial vaginosis. so the most common bacterial infection, and in the other will be candidal infection. So you will kind of know if you have bacterial, candidal, or if you have a mixed infection, because it's been on the rise to have both infections at the same time, which are even harder to diagnose.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of the idea of the test. And one big thing that we are focusing on is to detect the active infection.
Understood.
Because, for example, Candida, the fungi, is present in 99 plus vaginal microbiomes, in like 99% plus women have it naturally. But it's not recommended to treat until it becomes pathologic, until it becomes an infection. So detecting it, it leads to overtreatment. It's not useful. So you need to focus on the infection itself.
This podcast would not be possible without our sponsors. So huge thank you to ProCredit Bank Macedonia for sponsoring Startup Revolution. And also a huge shout out to the PODIM team for allowing us to be at the conference and film all of these wonderful conversations. Enjoy the rest of the podcast. Great. Thank you for explaining that. You mentioned that you were a part of an incubator program. Startup Club Skopje also has an incubator program. In Skopje, we work with early stage founders that are still in the ideation phase. Since you are still in the early stage, what is one milestone they would like to mention? A highlight of the journey so far?
Maybe two of our biggest milestones. I think the first huge milestone for us was an investment that we got at an idea stage.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. Which was something over a year ago, which was a thing that allowed us, because all of us, we're very early in our careers, so we don't have like a lot of savings and stuff, and it allowed us to focus on the startup. And we have actually validated the first half of the test, the bacterial one.
Great.
And that's the second big step.
Awesome. Was it an angel investor, and how?
It was a VC fund.
Oh, it was a VC fund. What was the amount?
It was a VC fund. Sorry?
What was the amount? And
it was 150K.
Oh, okay. And
So
what
it
VC
was
fund?
Crowdberry.
Oh,
From
great.
Slovakia also. We knew them through the incubator. So it was a lot of luck, of course. But things came together, and here we are, and
Amazing.
hopefully raising the next round.
Yeah, good luck with everything. You're meeting
Thank
with an
you.
investor after this podcast.
Yes.
So for anyone watching, what are the types of investors that you're looking for?
Well, we're looking for investors that invest into health tech, or med tech, which is a very specific kind of investor, because you have like very long return on investment there. We won't be getting revenues until 4 years in the future, after we pass all the certifications. And we are also very interested in investors that are promoting social investments, so investments that are directing at helping the world become a little bit better.
Great.
Because we believe that's what we are also doing. And those are our two main groups. Also, of course, depends on the location they are investing and those kind of things, but that's just a given.
Amazing. Great. And one out-of-the-box question at the end. So if your startup had a Tinder profile, what would it say in the bio?
That's a tough question. But I think our startup would be kind like us, its co-founders. I think it would be a she, definitely.
Great.
And she would be a scientist. And she would be also, I think, a volunteer.
Oh, okay.
And she would be very open to experience the world and try new things. And when she falls down, she will stand up and try again.
Okay, great. And I want to ask you, have you talked to any other investors so far? And can you mention any, for example, green flags or red flags in investors?
Okay, we are very early, so this is like taking out very little experience. But I think a green flag is they are willing to talk, and they are willing to kind of talk to you also in a way that's not like mentor-mentee or boss and employee relationship, that you are kind of on the same ground, because you are, of course, looking for an investor, but you are giving them an opportunity.
Absolutely.
So if they are also looking at it like that and not kind of like from the up down, I think that helps a lot. And that's one of the big things, I think. And the rest, again, I'm very big proponent of investing in businesses that makes the world better. So that's also a very, very green flag.
And maybe hopefully you'll find some female investors that would better understand everything that you're doing. I feel like they could better relate with everything. But I wish you good luck with that. And at the end, I would love for you to share where can people find Shealed on social media or reach out to you if they, for example, want to test it or buy it or spread the word. Where can they find you?
Well, we have a website. It's very basic, but it's called shealed.co, like com but without the M. But they can also reach to us on LinkedIn. My name is Helena Ignačáková, and you can reach either to me directly or to the Shealed webpage. And we are not social media ready yet. It takes a lot of time and effort to maintain the social media, and we're focused on the product right now. But we would be very happy to talk to anyone who's interested in the subject and who can open our eyes about anything practically and share the ideas and share the love.
Okay, great. And just at the end to kind of wrap up, why should people listen to this podcast? We're talking to a lot of founders today. What would you say for the people that are on the other side?
I think they can learn a little bit about something that's very prevalent, but should be put into the open, and it's not. And they can demystify this problematics, the vaginal infections a little bit, and make it easier to talk about it in the public for women like us, because it's a serious health problem, and to make it more accessible.
Understood. Thank you so much for being our guest and taking the time to kind of have this short conversation with me. Hope you have a great time at PODIM, and I believe we're going to connect after and continue this conversation. But if you ever come to Macedonia, make sure to visit Startup Club Skopje, and we'll definitely see each other.
I really hope so. I mean, Slovenia and Skopje, all great places, and also very close, both culturally, linguistically.
That's true.
So thank you for having me. It was very much a pleasure to me, and I enjoyed it very much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Startup Club Skopje, subscribe and hit the bell icon, all, and now
$5.
we can watch videos. Yeah.